Good evening.
Good evening.
We're leaning way back tonight because I can't remember what you about the Zoom, and I don't like how close up we are.
We don't like our big heads.
So, but moving forward,
That would.
this is where we're at. Welcome.
This is where we're at.
So just too much computer stuff. I don't know, but look at the fun cards. I have a whole mess of cards here today. So welcome everyone. I am so glad.
For the 11 month catalog that's got one more month left.
Yes. And so the new catalog is coming, and I can order them on Friday, and I will be talking about it the next few days, where to go to sign up to get some. So what I did this afternoon, so many things are already sold out on the retiring list. So next week, I'm going to show some more things. And there'll be things that are retired, because I know a lot of you were lucky to go ahead and get them, or you might already own them. And if not, we can still adapt ideas, to what we do have. But I thought tonight it would be fun to especially look at things that at least at 2:00 in Minnesota time, we're still available. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight. So glad to have you guys here. Only quick announcement is the host code. And I just want to thank those of you who've been placing orders. I'm just really thrilled. The next couple of days, I will get the rest of the card kits out and get caught up on that.
So jelly and jam.
Yeah, there you go.
Jelly and jam.
This is Carolyn Ketchmark. Just not jewels, yet 9 snazzy, zany gems. Perfect for what we do. And the card kit for this month, and of course you get it if you place an order through Thursday, but it is with the lovely fortune. What is that? Symbols of Fortune. And this is one of the cards. Look how simple this is. This is just punches and designer series paper. I just love simple cards, but you get 3 cards for me to put together. And so glad. I'll come back and read all the comments, and we will move down and get started, because we have a lot to share tonight. Diane says she's not feeling so hot, but she needs her Karen and Tim fix.
Oh, good.
Well, we feel really honored that you need that, and I hope you feel better, because that's just not fun to hear. But I thought, so here we are.
Is it the antidote?
Yeah.
We're the antidote.
Oh, okay. So we're going to start with page 20, if any of you are following along.
Okay, page 20.
So I picked some that I have a lot of different cards for, because, I love showing a variety of ideas for something. This. Blossoms in Bloom, and it is 2 dies that fit on top of each other and stamps. So it's basically 3 steps you can do, and it has some great words. So we're going to show some fun cards. First, we're going to look at cards that just have the stamps. Look at that. It's already scattered for you, and so you can put the colors right on there. Love that. This is Connie Heisey, and I love, this is also going out. I love these little square doilies. Look at that nice little added thing. And I love how she put the ribbon right there, and the words are below it.
I like that. That's very nice. And it's masculine because of the brown wood.
Now, I don't think I'm mixing up my cards. No, this has got to be the same. See, that I'm getting concerned. But I think this is just that, but I was trying to match it to that.
I see.
So the point is, it doesn't matter. It just looks so different. Look at cards don't get more basic than this. And I love this card. This is Ann Clemmer. And look, there's no embossing fold or anything. This is just a white cardstock, and then on some navy, and then on the another color. And I just love it. And I love how she's got the flower stamped, and the words go right over it. These words are from, someone's going to have to tell me, it's another stamp that's retiring. And I love these words because they're nice and big. But I can't find them all. So, tonight I do know the names of the ones I'm showing, just because we're going to those page numbers. But this is another one. Someone else can mention it. But isn't that a lovely card?
It is.
And it'd be easy to make a whole bunch of those. And then we have one more. And this one is stepped up a little more. And this is Missy Shipman. So we have those same flowers here stamped twice. Look at this lovely Get Well Soon. I think that's just really a lovely card.
It is.
Then let's look at stamping, the layering. Okay, now this comes into the dies. So do you see we have got 2 different dies here. One is done in vellum, and then the top one's done in white, which is pretty awesome. So you can see how they just start stacking. So here is
that's vellum?
Yep, that inside piece. What you see, it kind of looks kind of gray, and it's very soft. But isn't that pretty? And this is Carol Rosengren. And I love this one. Look at how fun. This is a beautiful anniversary card. And this is Amy Notch. And I just want to point out, look at this is the same die, but it's tone on tone. This is a great way to make some fun backgrounds if you want some texture. But you know, because you don't have to do a different color. Here it stands out. Here it blends in, but it makes this texture. And then a couple of the little flowers are right up there. I love that.
Very nice.
It's very fun. Oh, Cindy, that's a great comment. She said she's made many cards with the set, but she's never used just the flowers. She's always used the dies. Yes, isn't that fun to think about using them separately? So I think that that's great. And then here we have just with one layer. I just think this is just so striking. And this is Connie Bjork. And then this one by Carol Smith. I just want to point out, see, this is with the 2 layers, and this is with the 1, and they're both beautiful. She's used just that inner one. And she, you know, she didn't add this top little thin one, and they're both gorgeous.
Because this one has 2 layers and this one doesn't. It is green with envy.
Okay, there we go. And then look, this is one's turned into a Z fold. And I thought, isn't that fun? And so look at that delicate part hanging over the edge. So when it's closed, you see that, but there's a little bit of depth to it because it's not attached.
I like it.
And then it opens like that, which is just really fun. Oh, Mandy said she loves this set, but she has yet to use it. Okay, you sound like me. I have a few in the retiring pile that I have never seen ink.
Now, can I just ask, do you color those or do they color?
They came colored, but you can color with blends. Anything that is
so they match.
White you can, yep.
They match it ahead of time.
Yes. So next, let's go to page. You're going to use on there.
Goodness, 46.
No, 42. I only have a couple cards here I haven't shown, but I love punches. You guys know I love punches, but I love this strawberry set.
Karen is containing.
Just waiting on Tim here.
Karen is containing herself. She usually says, love, love, love.
Yeah. Okay, so this right here and this punch is on sale, but so I wanted to show a couple more cards. I know I showed one the other night, but I'm going to show 3 more. I think I might have showed this one.
Page 43.
But how lovely is this? And this has the stitched with whimsy around there. Isn't that elegant? And again, where the words are.
I love the colors.
And then these are, these are just such bright. I love that little just for you.
Springy card. That's it.
And this was a personal card to me. And look how she did the inside too, from Maureen Stone.
It was Karen and Tim.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Tim. It wasn't just to me.
No, it wasn't that person.
Okay. But, and now look, so here we have the same paper. And this is with a die. And as you're looking at this, think of all kinds of dies would work with this. I love how she's made this the background of her card. And then she's added her details. So think of things besides strawberries too. But I thought this is just a delightful. Are you teasing me because they aren't really strawberries or something?
No,
no. Okay.
Do they have other fruit or strawberries the only choice?
Strawberries and then they have the flowers because this is a strawberry punch. It'd be hard to fit a whole bunch of fruit on one punch.
Yeah,
so
where's the blueberries and raspberries?
Yeah, that's right for your mixed salad, but it does have the little flowers. But this is Amy's Story. I just love the design of this. And then this has a more subtle embossing folder. But I just love how where the focus is right there in the middle.
I got to say, Amy's Story is a good contributor.
Okay, and then this one is from, this one has lost
Amy's
its name.
Story.
So yeah, Tim was just going to say no. This one has lost its thing. But another, just cute. That was so sweet of you. I thought, isn't that just a fun layout? And I just love the little hearts with that. I mean, I just think this is such. Marilyn says that first strawberry card has a retro feel to it. Yes, it does have a bit of a retro feel to it. Yes, that is very fun. Cindy says, Tim, you're keeping me in my place. Yeah, he tries. Okay, page 47.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is a favorite set. And I already meant to make some cards because this is just a set for Tim because he loves his caps.
I do.
He does. And this is such a great card for both sports and for different things, masculine or feminine, whatever. But I just think this is a fabulous card.
And this is not root beer. It's not Dad's root beer.
But you could turn it into something like that with the root beer paxi. And Clemmer. And look at this camouflage look. How cool is that?
It is.
Hunter, again, a simple card and just beautiful. And now we can turn it into a baseball card. It's got the B on for baseball, and we've got the diamond here. I mean, I just think that is so cool.
Could it be Boston?
It could be whatever, I guess. I don't know. But this is Tammy White. I love that. And this next one, oh, Tim, this one would be for you. This is Leanne Furness. And it says, look at the words, to the guy that wears many hats.
That's true.
See that I meant to use that for Tim. So we'll pretend I made this for him. But and then life is great. And that is certainly you.
It is definitely.
But isn't that fun? Look at these different things you can put on there. I love that. And she textured the hat, the cap, by putting it through an embossing folder. And then she just kind of blocked the images with the block. So very cool technique. Like that. Okay, here's a favorite. This is a Sandra Reesey card. And look at no cap in sight. Is that amazing?
That's very nice.
Here's to the next adventure. And she's used the little, it's got these little dies in there. It's got the tree, the star, the fish, the moose.
No, it's a bison.
Bison, yes. I was looking down here because there's one more thing. Lightning bolt, maybe?
Where do the buffalo roam?
I don't know. Where do they?
That is a buffalo. But
yeah, it is.
Too.
Yeah, but isn't that, I just love this layout. I love the card. I think this is just Marilyn said she thought I said Tim loves his cats. That would be something. She said, I thought he loved roosters. Let me tell you, he would love cats, but he's so allergic to them. But roosters, he has a rooster kitchen. So yes.
I am a cat person, but definitely
he is so allergic. It doesn't matter. But I think this is an absolutely fabulous card.
Very nice.
Then we have a great one for fishermen, Carol Rosengren. I mean, these just go on, and I think they're beautiful. This one I did show, I think last week, but this tree folder is also retiring. But I love, look at for the fishermen. That is just, and then you're the best. Absolutely great card. And here's another one. I love this one. This would be a good one for you. Shelley Gruber. Because this is just like, here's to the next adventure, but this is just an outdoorsy feel. So you don't have to be a fisherman or anything. And I thought, but I just like that. This makes me think of, we go to a lot of state parks. We've in our whole life done a lot of hiking at state parks. This is what this kind of makes me think of.
And we have a lot of mountains in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right. You could take away the mountains, but isn't that, I just think these are just fun. Oh, Pat's inviting us to come to South Dakota Black Hills to see the bison. We will look you up if we do. That's actually on our list of places to go. So we haven't been there in so many years. And it's, really reasonably close. So
I really like
that.
I like Rapid City.
Yeah. Yes. It's been a long, long time. So that would be very fun. I'd love to do that. And then Janet Holmes. Love this too. Look at, we've got Minnie Mouse.
No,
there's the cap. Minnie. I said Minnie.
Did you?
Yeah.
I said Mickey.
I say Minnie with the bow. Because this is from the other Handsomely Suited set that we're going to, actually might be next. So this is a crossover if it is. So let me just look, because my favorite card of the night is from this next set. But I wanted to show using them together. But isn't that just great to use that and the hat? I just love this. And so many people would love a card like that for Disney. Just the next page. Or the next page. I guess it's the next page. Maybe we'll go one by one. Okay. This. Handsomely Suited. See, that's where this is from. And the little polka dotted tie is just perfect to put on. I think this is just adorable and so creative. So Glenda said she uses the hat set a lot for her grandsons. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah. And then for a mini card, I think that is just adorable. Okay. Now we're going to look at Handsomely Suited. Like I said, my favorite card is going to be the last one of this one. But look how cool this is. So this is part of the die, this long V cut. But isn't that cool? It's just very, snazzy, kind of with the suit and the tie. This is Carrie Todd. And then I want to show you, look at this, Tim. Reverse that. And you've got pants. Is that hilarious? It's one of the world's greatest dads. That is so fun.
Modified boxer shorts.
I love that, Patty Chanel. And I thought I just love that contrast what that is. So I said that it's just really a fun thing. And then we have a lot with the bow ties. So here we have another one with the tie, and this time a shirt, and there's little buttons coming all the way down in the pocket, the shirt pocket. This is Jamie Albanese. Oh, and we have another Minnie Mouse card done the way I've always done them. Traditionally, I've done them like this with circles. because I think they're so cute, and they added the bow. But I think it's just so fun seeing the two different ways. I mean, we never run out of ideas, do we? But how cute is this if you have circle punches? Sasha Wilson. And then this is fun too, just adding the tie. So keep in mind, sometimes, people say, oh, it's so much harder to think of masculine cards. So if these appeal to you, that's just a good thing to know, because these are some fun ones. Lisa Miltakis.
I've got to make a point, and I got to find what page this was again.
While he's doing that, I'm going to show you my absolute favorite card. Okay. Look at this card. Boy, we need these cards more and more right now. And I thought, look at those pockets, the thank you. And there's the V again up top. So we've got the hospital uniform and a little stethoscope. Is that great, Robin Scherzer? I love that. And the thank you on the pocket.
Yeah.
That is so, so fun.
I was still with men's outfits, but yeah, that's good.
But a uniform for a doctor, nurse, anyone who's a caregiver, and I just think that is an absolutely fabulous card. Okay. Yeah. Did you find what you're going to make a point about?
Yes. This was the bow tie that everybody used, but this really looks retro.
It does. You're right.
This looks like the 20s.
Oh, and you could do a card like that and then pick colors like from the 20s. Very true. Yeah, I like that. And then see, Tim, I could just use this stamp, have a happy Father's Day handsome, and just, we can remove things. I just put on handsome.
But handsome, that would be
see,
so
there
nice.
we go.
Yes.
And then, okay,
yes,
that'll be a card for you. Okay.
Make sure you
omitting
give me
technique. I'll give you that tie. Okay.
Bow tie.
Okay.
I've never learned to
is Nurses Week coming up soon? That would be a fabulous card for Nurses Week. I don't even know when that is, but that is so, we all can thank those nurses and other caregivers in our life. Page 61. You're a Peach, which has me totally surprised that
it's leaving.
It is leaving, yes. But I'm going to show a couple of cards here. So this is Alejandra Gomez. I think that is so pretty. I'm going to put these side by side because I think it is just so fun. And this one is Barb Mulligan. Look at the totally different colors and feel of the cards. And yet they're both using this. They're both using blue.
And that's a peach. I mean, that's the same stamp.
It's the same stamp.
Looks totally different.
Looks totally different.
Yeah.
And then this is really bright. I love the idea where it's just a little bit of pattern paper right here. And then this is the focal point. And here she's got the pattern paper here, and it opens this way. But they're similar, and yet I just love how you can make things be so different. They look just very different. I love them. And here, her thanks so much is so soft because it's just tone on tone, but you can still read it. In this one, she's added the green. They're both just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the first week in May. Okay, that is good to know for nurses. Look at that now. So I said that's perfect. Okay, and then we have some with the larger peach. This is a lot of the stamps, if you realize, have really come into this being this kind of watercolor look built right into the stamp. I just love that. So it gives that tone. This card is Laura Mulligan. And I love how she just has 2 strips of pattern paper and a ribbon. Just a really cool design. And then we have this one by Greta Leonard. These side by side. And I love how this has the angling thing down, and she has hers cut out and popped up on vellum.
Yep.
And that black and white really makes a striking addition. And then this one has lost its name, but I wanted to show this one too because this has that kind of an edging and this has this kind of an edging. Now, I could be wrong, but aren't they in the same die set? But I think they're really fun. And anyway, I just think that's cool. So that would be your inside there. Have a peachy day. And then one more. Here we have the 2 peaches. And I do love how you can stamp right on your images. So you're as sweet as a peach. So I thought that was just kind of cool too, to just show that. Because sometimes we forget little things like that. And I just think that's really cute. And this is Robin Ryan.
And when a peach is ripe and sweet, I don't think there's any better fruit.
Oh, yeah. That's it. So anyway, that is really basic borders. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, I knew there was a name for that. Talking about these borders. And I have used mine, but I have underused them. And I just think they make great little, those nice little edging touches.
How many people, I'm going to ask a question.
Okay.
How many people when they were a kid had sliced peaches with sugar on it?
I didn't. I had it
I
over
did.
ice cream. You had it with sugar?
Oh, yes. So good.
Sounds good. Okay, page 65, and we're going to spend a little time on this one because I have so many cards. Hey, Birthday Chick is actually leaving. We've had these for a while. There's the original Hey Chick and then the Hey Birthday Chick, and they're both going in. I just have, if you don't, I think probably a lot of you have this. And if you don't,
oh yes, Tim,
you might want them now. Peaches on cottage cheese. Oh, Lisa Wellman saying that. I had that too. I like ice cream better, but I like cottage cheese on it. Okay. Cindy was saying I thought she's saying when I made the peaches, I thought she was talking about real peaches. And then she said she stamped them on white velveteen paper. Oh, that's interesting because then they'd be fuzzy like a peach. Ooh, that's a great idea. Okay. So we have several cards we're going to enjoy looking at here. This is so pretty. Lori Mueller. I love everything about this card. I love the stamp set. Love the little fence, and that's, in the die, because this has dies to go with it too. But I also love this angling, how she put this part under it. And I believe, Laura Bartow.
Look at the colors in that.
Yeah, isn't that fun? So we have the corn stalks. Isn't that fun? We got the little house. So totally cute. Next we have, peaches on biscuits. Ooh, Karen Stetson saying that. Yes, like shortbread or those kind of biscuit thing. Ooh, like you do a strawberry shortcake, but with peaches. Ooh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Anyway, that does sound good. Peaches and fresh cream from the cows, says Sandy. That sounds good too. Another card by Lori Mueller. So she did 2 of these. And again, I love this. Look at this frame. These are the stitched rectangles, and you can make these lovely little frames with that. I think that's really cool. And that's just such a fun stamp. And let's celebrate you. That is adorable. We'll put it side by side by this one, because I think they're just fun. They're just totally different, but they're both such fun cards. This one's up in the air. This one's still on the ground. Hasn't gone anywhere yet. This one is up in the air. I just love that. And on this one, this is Laura Mulligan. Did she do both of these? Nope, Lori Mueller, but I might have said her name again in here too. So, when we do swaps as demonstrators, it's one of my favorite things to do. We often do a couple different ones. We'll have the same. Okay, so we're seeing some of the same names. And so I can't wait to do more swaps. And now keep in mind the new catalog's coming. If you want a lot of things in it, you can pre-order from it too. So let me know if you're interested and we'll have a chat. But I think those are fun. Okay, now we're going to do one that I did, and we're going really, really simple. I looked at this and thought, I remember who did this. I thought, oh yeah, I did that because this is my simple stamping. I'm making a lot, but I just love this. It's so fun. I love you. And it's just, here's my card for you because I really did make this, Tim. See?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then I love this one. This just has those stitched whimsical things again, and I really need to use that more. I just love that. Just plain and simple, little bit of grounding there. Oh, and this is Amanda Bach sent me this card with the note in it. It's all fun. I love that card.
And happy is stitched.
Rebecca says, who wouldn't smile at a hand with a balloon coming out its bum?
Yeah. The stitched, the happy is stitched.
That the stitch too. Yep. Yeah, that's an older stamp set, but I love it with that die in it. I love that. And then for some really fun coloring. Oh, Doreen Knudsen. And I just saw you on here. Hi, Doreen. This is a card she sent to me too. And look how fun that is with the coloring. What a happy card.
That pops.
It does. And it's got the 2 little dancing lights. That is just stunning. I think that, it is totally a happy card. How fun is that? Oh, it's here. Here's a rooster on the back for you, Tim. I think this one must have come to you, huh? It was. Amanda Bach, this one was to you, I think. She sent one to each of us. And again, gorgeous. How fun. And I love the little dancing on the tree stump. And look at the corn there. That's for you. But are these just delightful? Yeah, I am going to miss these chickens. They're happy and they're just kind of funky and fun, just to do some fun things.
Thank you, Amanda.
And then we have Lynn Feldkamp. Black and white, you can never go wrong on. So this is like black and white and yellow, which is a great color combination. And hers comes up like that, which is so cool. So that's a Z-fold card. But then it's got this large part. And you can easily turn this into, you could put a little thing there, turn it into an easel card. Isn't that fun? They're all the same thing. But I love that. And I don't know if Connie Davison is on here tonight, but she sent this. And Tim, this was your birthday card from her. Look at that. June 17th, you're still a spring chicken. So see, very personalized. How cool is that?
I think I'll have to reopen
that. Was a fun pocket card. We've been making lots and lots of pocket cards. But isn't that and such a fun idea too with a pocket card? I love how she did this. So you could get one of these calendars and send them to 12 different people that each had a different birthday in a different month.
Yes.
No more June birthdays. Used up that one. But isn't that a fun idea?
It is. Very nice.
I love that. And Michelle, you're not seeing the chat comments. And I have no clue because I see them and other people are seeing them. So I'm not... I'm not very techy. I think it has something to do with swiping something on your or someone else might be able to answer though.
Doing landscape instead of horizontal or no.
And then of course, black and white and pink is always fun too. This is Lori Krause. And I thought, isn't that fun? Yep. Just again, these bright, happy colors. Oh, Connie is on here. It's a great card. Yeah. If you're looking for those calendars, I will put you go to, why am I blanking on it? Someone's going to tell me, and otherwise I'll look it up. Shoot me an email and I'll tell you. I just, names for the first thing to go, but they are fun to have. And then a fun, like the apple granny green color here. And look at this one's lost its name, but look at this is the inside done too. This could be a whole nother card. That is just beautiful.
Yep, I like that.
So that is very fun. Oh, Luann, thank you. She's saying if you have us up on full screen, you can't see the comments. If you can press escape and it goes to a smaller thing, then you see the comments. And Connie Davison, that's right. Tailored expressions for the calendars. That's what I couldn't think of. So thank you. Next, we're going to 69. Oh, this is so fun. I could look at cards and talk about cards all day long, So this is the Elegantly Said bundle.
Yes, that's all we talk about.
That's all we talk about. Yeah, right. And if you believe that. Okay, a few things because this punch is leaving too. So a few things I wanted to point out here. We're going to start with, this is from Kathy Zucker, personal card to me too. How cool is that? And this is just the punch and then the stamped. I love this stamp set. I actually, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, they go together, but they do. It's kind of, what would you call this? It's a very Baroque. I don't know what I'm trying to think kind of a look. But, the flower and then that. But do you see how she's got the flowers just peeking on that? Oh, and here's that.
Scalps.
That same kind of die before. So there's that card. And then I want to compare it to this one, which is Rumi Radomski. And look how she's just added a little below it. So she punched it out in another color too, and then just put that part a little lower. So you only see it on the edging. So isn't that cool? And here she's got the flower here and those two parts there. Okay, we're going to keep moving along as I show different things here. Now this one, they did it sideways and just used the edge. I think this really, it really is an elegant punch. And I just love these different uses. So the words go out here. And then the contrasting part is here.
How do they keep the bottom from?
You just slip it in through the top instead of in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can do that. But I think that's really a cool look. And that is Sandra Reesey.
And all of these have had the little ties on them.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Yeah, that little silver and gold cording.
Yep.
Yep. And now this one is Hattie Nelson. And look how she's done this on both sides. And I love how she's stamped on the one side. The side is plain. Do you see how it's all just accented? That all goes with this.
Yep. Because
her main part of the decoration is here. And then she just added a little detail there. And then she put another navy die cut under it to just have it stand out. I think that is beautiful.
That is.
And then a last one with these. Now this one does both sides too. And you see, the interesting thing is the length. See how much longer this one is? You can start with your words. I love this. True love stories last forever. There's some fun words in here, fun scripting. But so you can go by the words and then decide this is much longer. And then she stamped out two more and extended them out the ends. Like we saw that one extended. But I thought, so those are all like variations on how to use this punch. Ina says she's late. That's what you get for taking a nap. Yeah, but a nap was probably pretty wonderful. But I think that is really pretty. Somebody said that calendar was in the Days to Remember, but I think this one was from Tailored Expressions. We do have a calendar stamp set, but that's right. And then I've got 2 cards from this set that just use other parts. This is Kelly Schutte. And, this is a card style we use a lot. And I love how she just added the little flower there. And this is just elegant. This has lost its thing. But again, we have just layered dies and the flowers. So don't overlook this set. This is a set that I wasn't that interested in at first, since I started seeing all these beautiful cards. And then on page 72.
Whoa.
But yeah, we could check out the calendar stamps that we sell, because that actually might work too, but I don't remember. I'd have to go look at it. See, I'm glad you guys are helping each other out. It's just really wonderful. Like Betty, I agree. She says she loves watching all the talented people. Yep. Yeah, and Kathy said she has some weddings coming up. These are beautiful. Those make beautiful wedding cards. I think they're beautiful. So we're going to do Prized Peony. This set has been around for quite a while, and it's leaving.
So we're going to 73, not 72.
Okay. Yeah. But so I have some beautiful cards with this. So this, and just look at the different ways they're colored. So this is colored in. This is Jan McClurg. And it's colored in with blends. This one is Karen Braxton. And this is colored directly on the stamp. See the difference? Yeah. And yeah, that was added afterwards. But it's do you see how these colors are just kind of muted? So they're put directly on the stamp and then stamped. Whereas this was stamped in black and then colored in.
Yep.
So you don't see black around the edges. You're just seeing these colors. That's really lovely. And here is another one that is Lisa Bowell. And this is another one that's colored in with blends. You change the color, you just have a whole different looking card. And these are some fun words. My thoughts are with you. Love and thanks to a dear friend. And then we have 2 that aren't colored in at all. And I always love pointing that out, because you do not need to color in your stamps like this. And these are both beautiful. Here's Be a Great Wedding card. Congratulations right there. Judy Zeigert. And look how the inside is pretty too. I just think that is elegant, just done. These are both done in smoky slate. And this one done the smoky slate, and then a little blushing bride behind, just for a little extra color. And then she did this inside too, Lene Roux. And I think those are really fun. Yes, Tina, that's a really good question. I need to show that again. You can use your regular markers, or like the Stampin' Up! Writers, not the Stampin' Blends. So what do I have out here? I just want to make sure. So double check. Anything water-based you can use right on, because they will wash off. The blends are permanent. So the blends are what you get in the light and dark, and they're alcohol markers. Those you wouldn't use. But your other markers, yes. And you get those beautiful looks.
That coral color really just kind of changes how this feels too.
Oh, it does. I mean, this is more of a solid base. This is light and airy, and they're both stunning.
Yeah.
I just think, the same image, and this one's cut out and popped up, and this is just put on a circle. So I just love what you can do with this. So those are beautiful. My next All Good Cards Club, or my next hat, is going to be all about some really cool stamping techniques. So that's a little, since we're talking about some techniques as we go along.
So tell everybody what these represent now. These are leaving.
They're all retiring, but these are sets you can still get. Page 76. So I'm not doing ones this afternoon. They're still available. So in case you had missed them, I love this set. This is one of my favorite sets, and it's going out. Positive Thoughts, and there are dies to go with it. Although this really would stand alone too, I think, without the dies. I love the words in here. Friends like you mean more every year, and hugs, prayers, love. Love that. Sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes. So I have some gorgeous cards here. This is Mary Ellen Stites, and look at this. It's that one stamp, stamped twice. Just a little bit of background. And then this is vellum. And look at how vellum just looks when it's run through an embossing folder. And then you put it on another color. If you put it on white, it looks much brighter, but it looks like on this color, it looks very tan. But I love this hugs, prayers, and love. Over in the back porch stampers, oh, there's this thread going. just, so many people are dealing with health crises and stuff. And it is so fun that we can come together as a community and be supportive. And I just think of all the times you want to send cards, basically this is what you want to say. And I just think that is so pretty. And look at the real soft, it's that little soft butterfly in there. That's like a watermark. And sometimes I remember in the old days when we were young, there would often be an elegant, like wedding invitations. You'd have that little watermark thing. You just think we can make your own now. So
interesting. Who that's from?
Yep, I said that one. And then look at this one, the Blushing Bride. And this is the die. So these are die cut now. So this is, but these are the same stamps and that fun whimsy die here. I love this too. This is Angie Leach. And I just think that is really lovely.
It's very nice.
And now using a lot of the same cards here, the same stamps, I mean. This is Leanne Greff. But look, we totally change the feel of the card when you mix up the colors. These are much brighter colors. Friends Like You mean more every year. Beautiful.
It is.
Okay, here's another one. Oh, Leanne Greff. We've got two from her on this. And I love how she is stamped also. It continues right on to the die cut. Oh, and this die is from the In Good Taste dies, my favorite dies that are leaving. I will keep using mine. But I love how she's just put things coming out the sides back there for the background. And then this is the accent one. Oh, Donna said this is one of her favorites. She's made so many cards with this. Oh, I just think this is perfect for the kind of cards we just need to make a lot, so it's, and look at this one, just says hugs. Oh, this is just so sweet. And this is Judy Garza. And I love this. She's stamped and she's a couple die cuts just put out there. And look at that whimsical border again. But I think that is just beautiful. And then the last one, and I did show this one last week too. I just love this monochromatic look. This is just the Sahara sand and the soft suede. And this is Judy Garza again. So she did two of these cards too. But I just love that. And that little Blushing Bride makes a very soft kind of, if you want just to add a little bit of color to that. We are almost done. We really rip through our cards, don't we?
We do.
The last one we're on. Oh, and I'm going to end with another of my favorite cards.
Page though?
Oh. Okay.
She thinks I'd memorize the catalog.
You're supposed to peek over here. I didn't tell you that? Okay. Page 113. And then read the page number from afar. Yeah, right?
I don't.
This is another set that at first I looked over. That's not the right. What did I say? 111?
No, you said 113.
Okay, we're on 111. But while we're on here, this was the one I couldn't remember the name of that did the Just Saying Hello and the Good Things in Life Are Better With You. And this has the dies that I absolutely love. And I know this is still available.
I knew there was a reason I turned
the
wrong page.
Sweet Symmetry. And at first I thought, well, that's kind of fun and bold, but I didn't know if it was really
symmetrical,
my kind of thing. But so this is one that we showed last week. Hey, friend. And this is Dawn Schlepp. And I just love this. I just think these are all just really pretty. I love that. And then this is one made by Holly, my VA. And we all know and love Holly. And demonstrator as well from Handcrafted Blessings. The punch that comes with this is part of the bundle, which is still available. Do you see how you can do that? It's that double punch. So you put it down the side and you see she's tucked the two of them right there. But when you close it, if you have pattern paper under it, you see a lovely pattern. So that's how
nice.
Really fun way to use those dies. And yeah, I am super fast. I know it. And I talk fast and I do everything fast, but I thought that is just so lovely. Now this one has lost its name. Oh, no, it hasn't. This is Rhonda Arwood. So it isn't that one. And she did a little bit on the inside.
It's like
look, and these are with the
layered.
I think this is those contours, whatever. They're still around, but look at just the layering of those dies.
6 layers, or is that's a stamp, 5 layers.
And a lot of these others were really like bright colors, and she's chosen a really muted. So this looks like the succulent, soft succulent, and gray granite. So very, very soft look. And now back to a bright look.
Back to
from Leanne Greff. I love, now we're back on these are just really pretty, lovely colors. And I'm going to show you one of my other favorite cards.
Let's just, that is just an awesome collection of colors that just really complement each other.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But you pull the colors out of the pattern paper. So I said that's a fun way to kind of get your colors right. So that'll be fun. And then the last card comes from the home office, Donna Griffith. So personal
Donna.
card she sent to me, and we know Donna. I just love Donna. It's so wonderful. From just a recognition card to me. And I just look at how fun. Now this is just a totally different look out of that same set. And I love how she's just popped up a couple. The Let's Celebrate You. And then just has a couple little strips there. But how fun is that?
And this woman knows how to do bling.
Yeah, and look at all the bling. Is that an odd number, Tim?
No, it's 5.
Is that an odd number?
It's
Yeah, okay. Yes,
That's
okay.
good.
I just had to ask. Basic. So that was our mad dash of some of our favorite sets. So these were, of course, I have some more favorite cards I'll show you next week, but I wanted to first show you the ones that you really could still purchase if you wanted. So let me know if you have any questions, and we appreciate you guys. And,
we do.
There'll be lots of news coming out this week. So thank you so much for spending this time with us. Good night, all.
Goodbye.